Hello everyone, so I am here to, it's been long I made videos like this, but I have to do this one. It took me 2 to 3 days to make the decision to say I have to address this issue. Now, it has to do with the current, video going about by my brother Mazi Dibia about the Igbo culture. He spoke about mathematical calculations. He spoke about Igbo being the oldest tribe and all of those. And some of my videos, I've told you guys about the real origin of the Igbo nation, and their connection with the Gala people, the Bini people, and the San tribe and all of those. But it seems something is reoccurring within the ecosystem of those promoting the Igbo culture, that despite the fact that I'm trying my best, it will be very difficult for me to fix that occurrence. But first, let me see if Mazi Dibia. Okay, I think this should be his account, if I'm not mistaken. There are a lot of accounts. Okay, I think this is his account. Yes, 152,000 followers. I think so. Yes, good. This is account, and this should be the video. I think it was this shooting that he spoke. I think he was interviewed by something Bold Voice, if I'm not mistaken. It's something Bold Voice. Yes, Bold Voice. They were the one that interviewed him. Look at it. The main advantage of Omenala, something like that. Good. He was interviewed by Bold Voice, if I'm not mistaken. And he spoke a lot. I didn't take out time to watch everything, but the few I saw is what I want to address. Now, something is happening within the ecosystem of the African traditional belief system and the ecosystem that has recently been created for the promotion of the African culture, art, and spirituality. Despite the fact that it's something that has been there for a long time, but through the help of the internet, social media platforms, it has become something that is now a global movement. And with every sincerity of my heart, I am one of the pioneers of this great movement. Now, we have to be careful about the promotion of the African spirituality, tradition, culture, and the importance of the race. We have to be very careful so we don't become Afrocentric. Afrocentric in the sense that we don't become so much engrossed that we forget humanity and the importance of other race. And the importance of other race. At the same time, we should be careful while promoting the African spirituality and the traditions of Africa that we don't become tribal supremacists. A lot of Igbos are going to hate me, but I beg you, with your ancestors, who is also our ancestors, to understand from the perspective of humanity. Because if you are about promoting Igbo becoming the first men, invariably you are indirectly telling us that you are the custodian of love, humanity, unity and peace. On this note, listen to me. Let's use the ears and the heart of reasoning. You cannot decide one day to say people hate you. You cannot decide one day to say people hate you because they don't believe in what you believe in, because they don't want to associate with you, because they are coming for what you have, they see value in what you have and they are coming for it. And that's why I do tell a lot of people, when we talk about the white men coming here to take our ancestors into slavery, they don't hate us. They saw something beautiful and unique about us. They came for it. A thief will not come to your house to steal because he hates you. He only came to the house. She only came to the house because there is something valuable in your house. Even a thief that end up shooting you in the process of trying to escape did not do that because he hates you. He did that because he's trying to protect his own interests, so he cannot be caught. So the white men, despite the fact that I made some videos that right from the beginning, the genetic manipulation was made in a way that those that were created in the Caucasus Mountain were engineered to never coexist with us, to never like us. Yes. But we need to understand that as time goes on, there have been a lot of misbreed, there have been a lot of reformation. Humanity has begun to creep in more than in the ancient times, that we can see both the whites, those created in the Caucasus Mountain, and the blacks are now coexisting. Mazi Dibia made a lot of assumptions, said a lot of things that are not true. Many were not true. Especially, I do not talk from the biased point of view, but from an intellectual point of view, and as being a God from the spiritual point of view. Every history I have given in my video that many of you, my followers, agreed to, did research, and chatted me up privately, say, "Sir, that thing you said is true." I called my king, I called my chief, I played the video, and the chief said, "How come this man know this?" And I swear by the waters, none of those history did I read from anywhere. The reason is because as a God, we have information spanning close to 10,000 years. He made in his post, let me see if I can access, okay, I think I have it open here already. There was one particular post. I know why I want to make the post. There was one particular post he made about 6 hours ago from the time I'm recording. Somebody asked why, I don't know if it was somebody that asked or is trying to respond to what people say, why do you post your account in the comment section? He made a statement saying, "I have been to 5 states or more and more to and fro in the last 14 days. Some of them are 350 kilometers apart. The cheapest airline ticket is 150,000 to 400,000. Where I go to source for information." That's what I want to pay. Source for information. Meaning, whatever thing that he is telling you is based on information he gathered. Now, what I am telling you is not based on information I gathered anywhere, but things that we created, things I experienced. The migration of the San people who founded the Igbo nation. I saw it. I saw them through. I saw the Igala family moving from the Benin Empire, one of the most powerful, spiritually powerful family ever recorded in the history of the Benin Empire, moving from the Benin Empire. I saw how the Benin people were crying, weeping that the Igala family were going. And how then the king was not happy, and the princess or the queen that orchestrated that exodus. I saw it. I saw the people that migrated from the Benin Empire down to establish the Nok Empire. I saw the white men arriving. I saw the first Arab arriving. I experienced this life I was not told. I know the truth even more than what you think you have in your book or whatever verbal tradition that you have. And I will tell you that the IGBO tribe, truly, they are ancient tribe. Yes, but not as the IGBO tribe. Because the IGBO tribe we have today are migrants or they migrated from the original tribe, because we had only 3 major tribes ever, the oldest tribe ever recorded in the history of time. We had 3 major tribes within the confines of Akaboland or African geography. And of the oldest is the Khoisan tribe. And the Khoisan tribe were the Haba tribe, were the medicine men. They are currently called the Bush tribe. That was the tribe that the Igbo migrated from. Because the Igbo never came from the east, neither did they came from the north, neither did they come from the west. They migrated along the coasts of southern Africa there. But the original tribe was from the Eastern African, the Khoisan tribe, the South African, the Swahili, the San tribe, the Botswana, partly Kenya, the Zimbabwe. That is why when you look at these cultures, these people, Kenya, Botswana, South Africa, Cameroon, Dan, they have similar spirituality, which is totally different from the Benin, the Yorubas, the Ghana, the Mali. So you find out that the Igbo, the remain Igbo migrants, they came at a different century to where they are. Just like the Benin came, the Yoruba came, and then the Igala started walking out. Part of the Yoruba started walking out of the Benin. But all of us within the Niger Congo came from the same ancestry. But there was something that happened. Part of the Mali, Ghana, and the Central Africa enjoined with us. And that is why you see similarities between the Niger Congo language and the Bantu language. But I will tell you with every sincerity of my heart that the Bantu language, the Yoruba, the Igbo, and all of those, the Benin language, is not a Bantu language. Yes, it's not a Bantu language, because the Bantu language was an adulterated original Medo-Natural language, just as the Khoisan language, which is the oldest tribe, was also an adulterated of the original Medo-Natural language. So the Igbo came separate like the Edo came. Nobody should ever tell you that the Yoruba came from the Igbo, and the Benin came from the Igbo, and the Ibibios came from the Igbo, and the Ikwe people came from the Igbo. It's a total lie. These different people came at one point of their life, encountered their brothers, and shared the same belief system, similar language, and they coexisted. Yes, that is the truth. That is the truth. It's like the Kwale man, or it's like, yes, the Kwale man saying Iyede is from Kwale because we are very, very close to Isoko. No. Iyede was an independent migration that came direct from Benin Empire. But the Erowa had already existed within the Isoko geography. The Okbe was already existing. The Okbe Isoko, they were already existing. The Ozoro were already there. So when Iyede migrated, which is the daughter of the king, and his lineage came down to where the Iyede community is today, they mingled and they encountered their brothers. Oh, from Edo, we are from the royal family. And that is why you find out that even the Iyede language happened to be one of the last royal migration from the royal family, from the Benin royal family, is somewhat very different. You see a typical Isoko man saying Merigwe, Digwo, but the Yede man is saying Ewo. So you see, the Iyede speak more closer to the Edo language than the Isoko people. So the language we speak today, that the Isoko, the Urobo, the Shekiri, the Yoruba we speak today, is an adulterated of our ancestors that ran when the Mesopotamia attacked Africa. When they came to divide the lower Kemet, we all scattered. That was what gave birth to the IGBO Tribe, the Benin Empire, the Ashanti Empire, the Mali Empire, the Nok Empire, and the Great Igala people. Even the Ikwere Tribe. The Ikwere Tribe were a very powerful tribe. Let me tell you something from personal witness. The Ikwere were so powerful. Even the Igbo they encountered, they are scared of them. Go and consult your ancestors, your gods. They will tell you the truth. Now, another thing that Mazi said was the Afa, the Ifa divination. And we address this from the spiritual angle. Let me take this for example. He heard something that looks like a horn. And he said, when the Dibia holds the horn, it tells you to touch it, hold it. There is a transfer of energy. Let me tell you. In the spiritual ecosystem, the moment you require a medium for a transfer of energy, for you to be able to tell what is happening in the life of someone, like you use the word, it was the Igbo that invented cloud computing. It's very laughable. It's not the cloud computing I know of. And the only example you give is divination. How can you say cloud computing is divination? That's total spirituality entirely. And do you know, if I, Uzih, have to hold a horn and ask you to hold it, for me to be able to assess you and tell you what you are the most, I am the most lowest of all Dibias on earth. Yes. There is a level you get to spiritually for you to call yourself powerful. All you need is just to see the person that you want to do divination for. When I mean see, I'm not talking about standing with the person face to face. A photo of the person. That's not. The name of the person. That's enough. That is enough. I have a lot of my children I have done divination for. Majority of the people I have done consultation for, they don't live in Nigeria. How many people don't even do consultation for Nigeria? They are not much. All I need, send my money. When I get my money, send your picture, your name, and your mother's name. And I will tell you everything. Everybody. If I have done for you and you think the things I told you is a lie, please, I give you permission to disgrace me under this comment. Sometimes, when I finish doing consultation, I send voice note to these people and they respond, sir, see, I've met people from Southern African, Northern African, from Mali, Sierra Leone, different. And they use the word. One lady chatted me up, paid 500,000 naira for consultation. Yes, I'm not that cheap. And when I was done with her, I sent a voice note. She said, I needed to know if you are true. You are the only spiritually that have revealed this hidden secret. How did you know this? And my wife, when we were listening to the woman's voice, my wife said, but it was Uzih now. How would you know? He's a God. I don't need to touch your hand. You don't need to hold something I'm holding for you to transfer energy. Because if you talk about the IGBO Tribe, their own technology and the rest of, you should know that we have something that is called Wi-Fi. And this laptop don't need to be connected to my Wi-Fi upstairs for you to have access to the internet. All it needs is the name of the device up and the password, and I have access to it. And when we talk about the internet has nothing to do with spirituality. It's the energy of everything you think of. So the ability for you to capture a particular wave, hook your device to it, and connect with those waves is what gave birth to the internet we have today. And all of these scripts were totally documented. Because if you say the IGBO tribe is the oldest tribe, the ones that created the world, they are the first tribe, I want to understand, the Igbo language is not in the Sumerian script. The Igbo language is not even in the Bible. It's not in the Gita. It's not in the Avesta. It's not in the Book of the Dead. There is no iota, no mistake. What I mean, let's mistakenly make one word just resemble kwa, because the Igbo language migrated from the language kwa. If you Igbo, the Igbo language is not even, I don't think the Igbo language is even up to 1,500. I don't think it's up to 1,000. Please don't fight me. The language Igbo migrated from the Kwa language. The Kwa language is a baby language of the Kosan language. The Kosan language is the oldest language ever recorded, dating down to 6,000 years ago. It's like when the Isoko man is talking some languages, the Bini person will hear. If I decide to fund another community, my language and my community language may not sound like the Isoko. But what it means is that the Bini language came from the Kwa language, the Igbo language came from the Kwa language, the Yoruba language came from the Kwa language, what you guys call the Niger Congo language. We have no relationship with the Bantu language itself, because there are 3 major tribes, oldest tribe ever recorded. Now, why am I saying this? I go online and I see a lot of my Igbo brothers coming online saying they hate us. Igbos, nobody hates you. Nobody hates you. I schooled in Oka. Nobody hates you. Nobody hates you. We are brothers from similar ancestry. This tribal supremacy being preached online, no, it's not. It's not what we need. Because, like I said, there is a way you promote African spirituality. You become either Afrocentric or a tribal supremacist. You guys should be. At one time, Mazi came online. They own Isoko land. Oh, yeah, come and carry Isoko land. They left Isoko land. They own Anyoma. They left Anyoma. From Anyoma, they own Bini. From Bini, they own Yoruba. From Yoruba, they own Ikwere people. From Ikwere people, Mazi, you are so bold enough to open your mouth to say, now when I still get Indians and the Australians. But you fail to understand that the blacks that founded Australia never came from the Southern Africa. They came from the Eastern and the Northern African. They were sent by Pharaoh, then black leaders of Pharaohs, to go look for lands, to go build power generating cells, because there are some experiments that were going on in the ancient times. Same Pharaohs sent them to build the walls of Zambia. We keep talking about the Igbo tribe. They have a pyramid there. If you go to the pyramid in Benin, you have entrance to the pyramid. You have doors. You have holes. You have windows. You can access the underground and find out the things built within the pyramid in Benin Kingdom. If you go to the one in Egypt, the same thing. Zimbabwe, the same thing. Ghana, the same thing. Australia, the same thing. In the US, California, all those pyramids all scattered around, Texas, you will find access. But if you come to the one in Igbo land, it is a heap of sand, no road to go in. Don't ever tell me that sand now cover them. They've excavated more than 50 feet in the Giza pyramid, and then you came online to say How did they find the Coptic language in the Igbo artifact? Sir, Mazi, if you want to learn, go to my previous video. How the Igbo artifact got there. The Igbo artifacts were not produced in Igbo town. No, they were not made there. The Igbo artifact traveled from Upper Kemet down here. The period the founder of the Igbo migrated was the same period the Benin Empire migrated. Was the same period the Ashanti, the Kumasi tribe, the Ashanti migrated. Was almost the same period the Kosan, the South African, the Swahili, the same period they migrated, because they were running from the war that was going on when the Upper Kemet was already captured by the Greek and the Romans. So they ran with their artifacts. Majority of those artifacts were not even made by humans, because you need to understand that there was a time in this life that we were coexisting with other species. Yes, and you need to know this. Now when they count and say now better pass, whether you be Igbo, whether you be Yoruba, whatever, say now be supremacists, you need to understand that the original plan of man, me and you, we are created to be slaves. Except you are the chosen one or you are the God, shut up your mouth. The day you live this life, you turn to dust. That's the end. Your heaven and earth is here on earth. Just enjoy what you can enjoy. Build a legacy that your name can. In fact, that's the only way you can transcend to glory. When your name can still be mentioned. And you think people like Ojukwu did not read those texts. They knew. So they have to make their name remain on soil. We don't need tribal supremacy. We need love within the African spirituality. And let me say this. You cannot borrow people's ideologies, people's culture, and wake up one morning and say you are the one that established it. It's not fair. It's not good. And my Igbo brothers and sisters, no one hates you. Nobody hates you. A lot of you will insult me. No wahala. Nobody hates you. Thank you.